Every nation has unique laws that reflect this diversity. These rules occasionally veer dangerously close to absurdity, and other times they highlight significant cultural values that may not reflect your own. We've prepared a collection of bizarre laws from around the globe that you might not be aware of, but you definitely don't want to end yourself in jail while you're on the road. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video will feature 20 rude laws in the United States. But first, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and enable the notification bell so you can see more interesting videos like this. With that said, then let's begin. Hello, here are some laws. Number 1. Did you know that in Arkansas, it is illegal for a person to mispronounce the name of the state? It is forbidden to pronounce Arkansas improperly. The name of the state and its significance to its history is highly important to the people of Arkansas. However, Arkansas is one of the most frequently mispronounced state names in the nation due to its similar original origin and striking resemblance to the name of Kansas, which is located nearby. As a result, the citizens of Arkansas passed a law that forbids pronouncing the state's name incorrectly while on state property. This rule is still in force today. Number 2. In Florida, it is illegal for a single woman to parachute on a Sunday. This law's justification had better be compelling. However, why does it matter what day of the week it is, or if she is married or not? More importantly, why can single males parachute on Sunday when unmarried women can't? Number 3. In Wisconsin, it is illegal to kiss on a train. It has been forbidden to kiss in French railway stations, especially on their platforms, since 1910, thanks to a law put up by the Société Nationale du Chemin de Fer, the SNCF's forerunner. The prohibition was implemented to prevent expensive service interruptions and station congestion. It's unknown how long the legislation was in effect or even what the penalty was for an unauthorized kiss, but there isn't one in existence right now. Number 4. In Massachusetts, it is illegal to own a mule without a license. See, Massachusetts has tight regulations about pets. The purpose of the legislation is to keep you and the animal safe. What sort of pet is ideal for you and your family may be determined with the assistance of a veterinarian. Your lifestyle, the type of animal that may live in your home, and your willingness to provide for the animal are all important factors to take into account. Any animal classified on the Massachusetts list of endangered, threatened, and special concern species, the Federal Endangered Species Act, or any rare category of the International Union for Conservation of Nature Red List of Threatened Species cannot be owned without permission. Number 5. In Illinois, it is illegal to give a lighted cigar to a pet. Many people find that smoking and drinking go together. You would violate 2 pet laws in Illinois, though if you lived there. Giving a lighted cigar to a domesticated animal is prohibited. The state has passed this law. Number 6. In Michigan, it is illegal to tie an alligator to a fire hydrant. Before you get too excited, the fact is that the legislation does not specifically say alligators. Rather, it merely forbids individuals from attaching animals to fire hydrants. Of course, alligators would be considered animals. However, the specificity of the virtually non-existent reference to alligators is what gives the statute its alleged humor. Number 7. In Nevada, it is illegal to drive a camel on the highway. Many of Nevada's oddest laws are related to animals. The most absurd is that a camel cannot be driven on a public highway. Even while it now seems obvious, at one point it was such a problem that legislation had to be created to address it. Similar to how they were being employed all over the world, camels were introduced to Nevada and the rapidly growing West in the late 1800s and put to work. The van was created because many Nevadans used camels as a form of transportation, and it is still in effect today. Number 8. In Montana, it is illegal to have a sheep in the cab of your truck. It might happen if sheep go off in Montana or if they decide to wreck other people's days. This is the reason it's against the law to let a sheep remain in the truck's cab unattended. Number 9. In Georgia, it is illegal to keep an ice cream cone in your back pocket. The majority of people like visiting their neighborhood ice cream parlor to get a cone, but many are unaware that there are certain antiquated state regulations about ice cream cones that, no matter how bizarre, might land them in legal trouble. On Sundays, it's against the law in Georgia to have an ice cream cone in your back pocket. This is just one of several odd rules that the state still formally upholds despite being decades old. Number 10. In California, it is illegal to shoot at any kind of game from a moving vehicle, unless it is a whale. Any type of game hunting while in a moving vehicle is prohibited. Okay, it makes sense, doesn't it? You can't shoot at deer while driving your vehicle through the woods. That makes sense. Whale, though, is an exception to this rule. This law does not apply if you are hunting whales as your quarry. Now, it isn't too absurd given whaling was nearly often done from a moving boat, but theoretically, if you could do it, this rule would enable someone to kill whales while operating a car. In any case, whaling has been prohibited since 1971. Therefore, this rule looks incongruous. Number 11. In Alabama, it is illegal for bears to race horses. How on earth could a bear desire to compete in a horse race? Although in Alabama, it is illegal. When it comes to competition, horses can outrun bears in a race. But a bear has a quick initial burst and could catch a horse over a short span, especially in the woods. Whoever will win the race, don't try it in Alabama. Number 12. In the state of Florida, it is illegal to sing in a public place while wearing a swimsuit. In Florida, it is really against the law to sing while wearing a bathing suit. As a result, anyone found singing while at a beach party may potentially violate the law. Number 14. Georgia. It's illegal to keep a donkey in a bathtub in the state of Georgia. Yes, keeping a donkey in a bathtub eventually became prohibited. Even if it appears unbelievable, there is logic behind this claim. A farmer in Arizona let his donkey sleep in an old bathtub back in 1924, but the donkey floated downstream as a dam burst and inundated the town. But it required time and effort to save the donkey. Following that, legislation against donkeys in bathtubs was introduced in various states. Number 15. In Kansas, it is illegal to catch fish with your bare hands. Additionally, Kansas has an odd fishing rule that might cost unwary fishers money. In Kansas, it is illegal to use only your hands to capture fish. If a state official observes you and tries to enforce this antiquated regulation, you might incur fines and penalties for catching a fish with your bare hands. In Kansas, this peculiar fishing legislation is still officially in force, allowing the Department of Conservation to issue tickets to infringers if they so choose. Use only nets, poles, and other legal fishing equipment in Kansas City to be on the safe side. Number 16. In North Carolina, it is illegal to use elephants to plow cotton fields. It truly dates back to P.T. Barnum's time, when traveling circuses would set up in fields they had rented from nearby farms. Then, as marketing gimmicks, the promoters frequently used elephants with banners on them to plow the region around them, frequently causing significant topographical harm to the nearby topography and slatch or crops. Impoverished farmers and elephants. Number 17. In Alabama, it is illegal to drive blindfolded. Why do you plan to drive while wearing a blindfold? Do you have some sort of death wish? Even though it might seem unnecessary, it is against the law for you to drive while wearing a blindfold. You should always have at least one eye on the road. It just makes sense. Number 18. In Florida, it is illegal to skateboard without a license. Does this exist? However, it surprised me to find a sizable number of websites asserting that using a skateboard unlicensed in the state of Florida was, in fact, unlawful. In Florida, you are not needed to hold a driver's license if you wish to ride a skateboard, since you are regarded as a pedestrian and are allowed to do so. You now have it. In Florida, skateboarding is legal without a permit or even a state ID, and as long as you're not skating in a zone where it's not allowed, you're not breaking the law. Number 19. In Tennessee, it is illegal to share your Netflix password. New legislation enacted by Tennessee lawmakers makes it unlawful to share login information for websites that offer music and movies, including Netflix and Napster. Professionals in the music business advocated for the rule, which is unique in that it updates a statute that had previously targeted cable theft and now targets internet theft. Number 20. In Michigan, it is illegal to sell cars on Sundays. Well, believe it or not, it's illegal to purchase, sell, or exchange a car on a Sunday in the state of Michigan. In 1953, the bill was passed. The law, motor vehicles, sale on Sunday unlawful, exception. With that being stated, we have concluded today's video. Thank you for sticking with us through it, and I hope you liked the journey. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, the subscription button, and the notification bell to get notified when new videos are uploaded from our channel. Do you know about some other insane laws that were not added to this list? Do well to share your thoughts in the comment section. See you in the next video.